Welcome, Philly Yongmudo, Temple Hop Keto. We're proud to host, I think this is video number 47. We today are going to be doing just a general sweat and stretch exercise class. So not much in the way of technical stuff. Of course, I know if you went to physical therapy, they tell you how to exactly do this and this and this to make sure you're getting this muscle and that muscle. But as far as martial arts technique, today really the goal is just to burn off some energy and sweat a bunch. We'll try to go for about 30-35 minutes and then spend about 20-25 minutes doing stretching at the end. So a good long stretch. A bunch of these that we're going to go through are just going to be kind of do AMRAP or as many reps as possible. And then when we get ready to do that, I'll just warn you all that are with us live, hey, just tell me when you've died, and when a good half of us have died, we'll just kind of stop and rest for a few seconds while I tell you what the next exercise is. So, as always, feel free to adapt, feel free to do alternatives. You can do push-ups however you like, you can do sit-ups or leg lifts however you like, you can do with weights and without weights and double time or half time or whatever it is. Just try to have a good time with it, get a good sweat, and that's our goal for this. So don't worry too much about the technique, just have fun. And that's about it for my list of introductory things for today. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're gonna do a fairly normal warm-up. So go ahead and find some space around you, and we will go ahead and get started with our jumping jacks. So ready, 50, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 10 more, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Good. All right, next. Two circuits through. Very basic, just sit-ups, back arches, and push-ups. Again, you can do whichever ones you want. I'm going to start simple, easy crunches, shins pointed at the sky, hands behind my head, but careful not to jerk my head. We're going to do 20 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. On your front. Back arches, basic Superman's hands and feet coming up at the same time. I'm going to do 10 facing left and 10 facing right just in case it matters. And ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Up to a plank push-up position. Hands underneath your shoulders, unless you want to do something interesting. We're just going to do 10 push-ups. Do them however you like. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. On your backs. Sit-ups, crunches, leg lifts of your choice. I'm going to do leg lifts. Hands are underneath my bum. Legs are starting up in the sky. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Onto your fronts, back arches of your choice. I'm going to do Supermans again. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-up position. Push-ups of your choice. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Up to a stand. Next, we're going to do back falls and side falls. 5 easy back falls. If you don't have a good surface for it, just do the motion. Practice lowering yourself down. Don't do the slap, but try to practice chin close to your chest, hands reaching out close. Just an easy sit down. All right, 5 back falls. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Next, side falls. Lower yourself down, gentle roll. Make sure, again, chin tucked, hand slapping close to your body. And 5 left and then 5 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usa. Good. All right, next, start stretch kicks. Left foot forward, right foot back. Good posture, hands up, rotating on the support leg as appropriate. First we're going to do is straight up and down. You have enough time to step forward and then step back. All right, ready, and 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2. Switch, right foot forward, left leg kicks. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2. And switch. Left foot forward, right foot back. This time out to in stretch kick. Good posture. Hands up. Rotate on the support leg. And 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2. And switch. Right foot forward. Left leg out to in stretch kick. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2. And switch. Left foot forward. Right leg is an in to out stretch kick. Open up. Remember, good posture. Hands up. And 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2. Switch. Right foot forward, left leg in down stretch kick. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2. Good. All right, hips Rotate around. Good. And go ahead, grab a drink of water. We are through the warm-up portion of our warming up workout. Okay, so for this next section, we're going to be doing AMRAPs, or as many reps as possible. I'm guessing we'll go about 45 seconds-ish, maybe plus or minus, who knows. It's going to really depend on how everyone is feeling today, so hopefully you guys will turn on your microphones. And when a few people have told me that they're done, and you just finish, you go, oh, I'm done. A couple of people have done it. We'll go ahead and we'll stop shortly after that. No need to kill yourself, but try to push through. The whole point of the AMRAP is to try to, we're only going to do like one set, and we try to burn it out and get that muscle development going by working that one muscle group till it's a little too tired. Not too tired, tired. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start with easy belt jumps. So I'm going to lay out my belt, and we're going to start with, I'm going to switch you back and forth a little bit. We're going to do easy basic jumps, just forwards and back or side to side, okay? So just make sure you got a little bit of space. If you have a hard surface, be careful about punching with the ball of your foot on the ground too hard. I don't want you to end up with bruises. And of course, the more height you can get, then the more work it'll be. I'll be going nice and easy. So we're going to start off with these easy belt jumps. I'm going to say switch every 10 or 15 seconds to go from front, back to side, side, and that'll help us last a little bit longer. Any questions? All right, belt jumps it is. Ready, and begin. Side to side. Front to back. Side to side. Front to back. Side to side. Is someone dying?
In there.
Front to back. Side to side. And we'll go ahead and stop there. That was a minute and 30 seconds almost. Okay, grab some weights. I'm gonna go with mediums, so I'm actually gonna go with 15 pounders. Maybe I'll regret it, I might. Again, I don't have 10 pounders, so it's either 5s or 15s. So we're gonna do our basic squat with an overhead lift, okay? When you reach the dying point and you're like, oh, can't do it anymore, then I just want you to sit here, jerk up, lower it down. Jerk up, lower it down. Call out that you're done, and then switch to curls. All right? Squat with an overhead lift. Think about gently sitting down as low as you can, but I'm sitting on something, back is straight, come up, lift up. All right. Ready. And I'm already regretting this. And go. And I'm done. Oh, and I'm done. Oh. Now you guys are making me feel old. All right, that's cool.
I got through a lot fewer of those than I thought I would. First.
All right.
I had to switch from 50 ounces of detergent to my Nalgene because my shoulder was clicking.
Yep. So you cheated on me. You didn't stop. You just moved on. All right.
Hey, I used the appropriate amount of weight.
All right. That sounds good. All right, everyone, on your backs. We're going to do leg lifts. So, should be familiar from our warm-up. Put hands underneath your hips, and we're just going to go for as many leg lifts as you can. If you'd rather just do toe touches or crunches or whatever, that's all right. Maybe try to plan for what you think you can do in about a minute. So whichever one can keep you going all the way through and not kill you. But we're going to go for just as many as we can. All right, ready. Legs up and go. That's about 30 seconds. If you're like me, counting sucks, because then you start going, oh, well, I usually do this many. And then as soon as I cross that threshold, I start going, oh, I should be dying now. Okay, I'll give up. So I'm deliberately not counting.
Done.
All right, one down. That's about a minute and a half. And I'm done. Oh.
I'm also
All right. Next, let's do some more belt jumps. So grab your belts, throw them out. I promise this is the only one we're repeating, but this gives us a good break from a lot of the core stuff. All right, belt jumps. This time, instead of just jumping, let's do the steps like we do for some of the judo workouts. So we're going to step forward, step back, same foot moving first. And then I'll call you to switch. And then when I call you to switch again, we'll go side to side. And then I'll tell you to switch again and you go left foot first. And I'll tell you to switch again and you'll go right foot first. Questions? All right, so starting, going forwards and back. Ready, and go. Try not to stare at your feet. Try to use peripheral vision to see them. Look a little bit further out in front of you. And switch feet, right foot first. Oh man, my legs are already jello from those squats. Shouldn't have said that out loud because then I'll infect you with my jello-ness. All right, left to right.
Transmittable Jello.
Left to right. And forwards and back. Left foot first. Right foot first. Try not to stare at your feet. Try to keep the speed going. Left to right. Don't stare at your feet. Keep going, keep going. Forwards and back, left foot first. Right foot first. Good, left to right. Faster. And stop. All right. Throw this off to the side. All right, we're going to do 2 more exercises. Then we're going to take a few seconds for water and do our last exercise before we stretch. So we are in the home stretch already. Next one. On your backs. Bridge turnovers. So, feet starting close. I'm going to first, by bridging someone sitting on me, I'm going straight over my head. Then I'm going to go to an angle. And now since I'm going right, the right foot goes under. I'm going to turn all the way over, keeping my weight off the ground as much as I can, and then come back. So, from the top, we're here. I'm going to bridge, going straight over. I'm going to start by going right, so I begin pushing right, pushing someone off. Now the right leg goes under. I'm going to rotate in place, keeping my weight off the ground, and then come back. All right? So we're going to alternate left, right, and I'm not going to count them. I'm not going to call left, right. Everyone's just going to do it on their own. Again, when you're dead, call out done. All right, ready, and go. Drive off of both feet before you switch. Go as high as you can up onto the shoulders. Bridge high.
Yes.
I don't know if that's 1 minute or 2 minutes. I think it's 2 minutes.
Feels like 2.
Feels like 2? What does that mean?
I mean, it feels like 30 seconds. I'm fine.
And I'm done. 2.5 minutes, I think.
I'm done.
Who's still going? Who's still going?
Amanda and Mindy are apparently machines.
Apparently. Maybe they switched out for a lighter body halfway through like Mindy did with the other thing. I don't know how she'd do it, but hey, I'm sure it's possible.
A different exercise.
All right, next one. Push-ups. We're going to do as many push-ups as we can. We're just going to keep going. You don't have to rush it, but I find it's kind of that there's a give and take there between how long I'm doing it and how many and how slower is not necessarily help me do more. Sometimes there's a fixed amount in there. So whatever kind of push-ups you like. If you want to do them from your knees, you want to do clapping, I don't care. Let's go ahead on up, and I'm prepared to embarrass myself. Ready?
I'll be ready to stop in 20 push-ups, so, I'm checking out in advance.
All right. Ready, and go. Kind of sucks when you start with a dog hair in your mouth.
And my elbow's done.
I'm done. Keep going, Will. Keep going.
I want to hear squats, Will.
Go ahead.
Damn it. I lost rhythm.
Grab some water. All right. I'm going to take 5-pounders for this. I know sometimes I can do it with 15, but today is not the day to do that since I'm already feeling dead. We're going to do Turkish stand-ups. So for those who need a reminder, I'm going to start with the weight in my left hand, lying on my left side, weight on the ground, okay? Then from here, I'm going to roll up onto my back, roll over to my right side, beginning to sit up, lifting this hand up, standing up to base, coming up, and then lowering myself down exactly as I did it, starting, coming all the way back to being curled in the fetal position on my left side. So we're going to try to do just 5 left, 5 right, okay? So not too many. If you want to go heavier or lighter, that's fine. This is a nice all-over body workout to kind of finish this off. So, ready, starting on your left. And 1. Down. 2 on the left. 3 on the left. 4. 5. 6. Good, and now we're gonna switch to our right. Before I do that, I'm gonna grab a second 5-pounder, try to go for 10 pounds. I'm still not gonna do my 15s. So we're starting fetal position on the right side, rolling to our left. Ready, and 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. All right, we probably could have done more, but that's what life is. Recognizing what our limits are, and next time learning to push them a little bit further. All right, go ahead, take a few seconds, grab a little bit more water.
Quick question on the arm position for that, actually.
Yeah.
I realized probably about 7 too late into it. When you're standing up, is your shoulder kind of behind you?
No, I'm trying to, I want the shoulder to be straight up. So I'm starting here on my left. I'm sitting up here. I've got the forearm fairly straight. I'm gonna sit up, lift up, and now hopefully the arm is straight up and down. Now I'm gonna get that foot underneath me, trying to keep this arm straight up and down.
Okay.
Yeah, well, don't put it behind you, or you're going to have the same result of trying to burn somebody with your shoulder behind you.
Well, I was overcompensating because I realized I had it in front, and then when I realized I pulled it back some, then I was actually getting pressure on my lats as well. And I figured that may be part of it. So then,
yeah, and there's
also
also
straight up and down.
Yeah, and Will, there's also a difference between the amount of weight you can lift up and then holding that stable as you come up and down, which is part of what this drill is. So it's not really just a bench press strength drill. It's about keeping that whole system strong. And then of course, as you come up, now it's your core muscles trying to help do that. So, yeah, light weights are okay. All right, so go ahead, stand up, grab some space. For the last 20 minutes, we're just gonna do some good stretching. I feel like we earned it. That was a good workout. I'm a little sweaty, so yay. All right, next. Of course, as we're doing this, we're staying active on a lot of these stretches. So we're calling them just stretches, but we're really kind of active exercises. Some of them more yoga-like than just passive stretching. Switch directions your leisure. Remember to give that neck a little bit of pull so you're not just flopping. Good, and looking left and right. Give it a little squeeze. Try to keep the rest of your body in one place. You're trying to be more like an owl than showing how your back can twist with you. And right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Again, try not to let the shoulders come up as you do this. So keep the shoulders low and relaxed. Down and up. Good, just the shoulders. Nice big circles. So as concave and convex as you can. And yes, I said them at the wrong times. I said them opposite. I was convexing when I said concaving. I guess it all depends on your perspective. And add in the arms. Nice big circles. And smaller circles, speeding up. You don't have to go super small, but let's go nice and fast. Maybe lift those fingers up. And now make a fist. And open the hands, fingers up, still go in the same direction, don't switch directions. Fist, open hand, and switch direction. Fist, open hand, fist, open hand. Good, and nice easy circles going backwards, getting bigger and bigger. And down to the elbows, and down to the wrists, switching directions, elbows. Good, easy chain breakers. It's not about clapping behind you, that's the easy thing to do. So we're not just doing this, we're gonna try to open up, open up. And not only we're not just opening up, flinging the arms, we're gonna try to squeeze a little bit with those back muscles, just like we were doing on our shoulder circles. So hopefully we're getting a little bit of stretch in the front of the shoulder, but we're also strengthening our back muscles. And catch the right arm, pull it across. If you wish, you can take the right foot and step behind. I have a hard time getting a good shoulder stretch and the side stretch at the same time. So I'm just gonna kind of twist here a little bit. And switch, left arm, catch across. Again, if you want, you can step behind. I just have a hard time making that one work for me. If it works for you, then go ahead and do it. And switch, right arm goes behind your head. Remember, palm is flat on your back, fingertips reaching down. Don't put too much pressure on your head by trying to pull that elbow too low. And switch. Left arm reaching down. If you found yourself switching, you're doing right, that's okay. If you need a few extra seconds on the right side before you switch to left, that's okay. And shake it out. And feet shoulder width or so apart, easy back twists. I'm gonna start off with my judo off balancing. So as I go left, I'm pulling with the left hand, right, pulling with the right hand. Again, I'm activating muscles in the back as well as getting a little bit of the stretch from the twist. And now I'm gonna switch to elbow strikes. Bend those knees. That way the leg muscles are activated and they're protecting the knees from twisting. We want the twist to come into the back, not on the knees. Good, and down to the hips. And working way down to the knees. Starting shallow, working way slowly deeper and deeper. I've started off going too fast, so now I'm slowing down. Remember, this is a nice exercise for strengthening muscles and around the knees. This is not a stretch. There's no reason to go fast. Good, and right foot, balancing on the left foot, right foot comes up. I'm gonna paint nice big circles with my big toe. I like to lift up the knee high and kick the hands up. It makes me feel like I'm doing something else other than just warming up, strengthening my ankles. Makes me feel like I'm doing Muay Thai or something. And now extensions and contractions on that foot. We're thinking about different kicking positions that we might use. And those different kicking positions require the ankle and toes to be in different places. So think of this again as a nice strengthening exercise. And meanwhile, we're balancing all on the other leg, which is strengthening that leg. All right, switch. Bounce on the right foot, left foot, up. Nice big circles with the big toe. Going both directions, some clockwise, some counterclockwise. And extensions and contractions. Nice, good foot positions, working through some different ones. And course, this whole time you're trying to balance on the other leg. If you're having trouble balancing, don't stare at your moving foot. Pick something that isn't moving. All right, roll out the toes just a little bit. Good. All right, and now let's go ahead. We're going to start working through leg stretches now. So feet about shoulder width, hip width apart, hands reaching up for the sky. Throw in some side stretches. Let your hip shift left and right so you can hit some different angles in there and not have to worry about balance and falling over. We want to stretch, we don't want to strain. Letting those hips shift to the outside are going to help stretch but not strain. And hands reaching straight up, back upright, and we're going to do a forward fold. Breathe out as you fall forward. Let your body weight hang. Bend your knees, ragdoll back up. Hands reaching for the sky again. Forward fold. Hang here, let your body weight do a lot of the work. Put a little bit of bend in those legs. Activates the quads just a little bit. That'll help stretch the hamstring without hyperextending. Good. Let's cross the right leg over the left, hanging down. I'm going to try to hit these muscle groups again in a minute or so with a different stretch. Kind of a divide and conquer thing. A little bit here and a little bit there. And switch left over right. Good. And feet return to hip width apart. Bend the knees. Ragdoll back up. And let's go ahead. I'm going to switch orientation just to make it easier to see. Hands reaching up high again. Forward fold. Hands slide up the shins. We're going to come halfway up, elongating the back. And forward fold, trying to keep the back active. Don't strain the neck, trying to look up too high. Just try to think about lifting up your tailbone, reaching your tummy towards your thighs, not your nose towards your knees. Good. From here, if you can, get your hands down and either walk forwards or shoot the feet back into a high plank or go half-half. So we're finding ourselves here in this high plank. We're holding it for a few seconds. Back is nice and straight. We're not dropping the hips down or lifting the bum up as much as we can. We want to try to be nice and flat. And we're going to drop into a low plank. I know we did as many push-ups as we could, so this is going to be glorious. Hold that low plank and shoot the hips forward. Come up for upward dog or sphinx or whatever stretch you want to get. And roll the toes under, drop back to downward dog. Remember, on downward dog, we're trying to drop our shoulders towards our feet. We're pushing off on the hands, lifting the tailbone up, and trying to gently use the pressure of the hands to push our heels towards the ground. It may not get there. And return to high plank, low plank, upward dog, downward dog. And from here, we're going to take the right leg, lift it up high, three-legged dog. Shoulders down, foot up, Bend your leg, let that foot drop off to the left side. Hip opens up to your right, knee lifts up. Feeling the stretch in the lower back and side. Try to keep the weight a little bit more 50-50 on the hands, so don't let all your weight shift over to the left side. Which, if you're watching me, that's about what I'm doing anyway. And bring that leg back up to three-legged dog. Bring that right foot straight through between your hands, come up. We're gonna do side kick stretch. Left leg is straight, right leg is bent. And turn to your right, crescent lunge. Trying to use this hand up to help balance, to force yourself to balance, opening up the abdominal cavity for a better stretch. Gently put that left knee to the ground, still pushing the hip forward. And chest drops down, right arm goes underneath and around the right leg, chest dropping to the mat, feeling the stretch in the right hamstring. And untangle the hands, drop back to a high plank, low plank, upward dog, downward dog. Left foot comes up, three-legged dog. Let the left foot sink to the right side, bend, leg bends, hip opens up, getting in a twist. I hope you can watch what I'm doing if my words aren't clear, because this is a hard one for me to describe. And come back to three-legged dog. And bring that left foot through between the two hands. Come up, side kick stretch, left leg bent, right leg straight. Dropping your weight towards that back foot. Dropping that right hip to the ground, opening up the inner thigh on the right side. Activate the muscles on that left leg, push back just a little bit. Turn to your left, crescent lunge. If you can, get both arms up. Oh, harder to balance. Maybe you're starting to shake a little bit, that's okay. And gently drop that right knee to the ground, still pushing hip forward. And chest drops to the ground. Left hand goes underneath and around the left leg. Chest down to the mat. Stretch in the left hamstring, the back of the left leg. Breathing. Remember to breathe. And untangle those hands. Again, bring that left foot back. We're in a high plank. Low plank, upward dog, downward dog. And depending on your space, however you want to do it, we're going to go to side split. So I'm actually just going to take my right foot and step it forward so that I'm facing you. Maybe you just walk the hands backwards and widen up the feet as you go. We're trying to get to the point where our feet are parallel. Our feet are 3-ish shoulder widths apart. And hanging down the middle, a forward fold with legs wide. And gently lower yourself down to the ground. And walk those hands out in front of you, trying to forward fold in the splits as wide as you can. Again, try to bring your nose or your chest down to the ground, or try to bring your chest down to the ground more than your nose. Want to try to keep the back muscles active, rotating at the pelvis, not just crunching, collapsing forward. Good. Walk back up. And from here, let's go ahead and bring both feet in. I'm going to windshield wiper for a moment. And butterfly stretch. So bottoms of my feet together, heels nice and tight. Gently pushing down and beginning to lean forward. I like to split it, so I'll spend a little bit of time pushing down on the knees and then a little bit of time just trying to bring my chest towards my toes. I can't do both at the same time very well. Good. All right, from here, let's take the right foot. We're going to bring it behind us, stretch out the quadriceps. If you can, kind of pull that foot backwards, opening up the hip first, and then pull that heel in towards your butt. Remember to try to keep toes, heel, ankle, knee, hip all in the same plane. We don't want to pull the ankle around to the side, torquing the knee. Good. Leaving the foot behind you, sit up. Chest comes down to your left foot. Maybe think of it as like a half butterfly or a bad pigeon pose. Mothra, that's what I call it, right? I call it a Mothra. Good. Sit up. Take that right foot, bring it all the way across and over that left knee. Hug that knee into your chest. Back is straight. Right hip is dropping towards the mat. Your chest may slide to the right as your hip drops. Good. Right hand goes behind your bum. Left elbow goes outside the right knee. Back is straight, lifting up, twisting. Good. Untangle. And we're going to switch. Left foot comes back. Again, try to pull it back before you pull it in. See if you can open up that hip a little bit more before you stretch out the quads. Good. And sit up. Chest comes down to the right foot. Your left foot is still left behind. Not for long. Don't worry. No feet left behind. Chest comes down to your right foot. Again, if it helps, I like to press down on my right knee with my right hand. That helps me kind of push my chest further over that foot. Forces down that hip. Helps me open it up and stretch. And sit up, take that left foot, sweep it all the way across over that left knee. Hug that knee into your chest, straight back, dropping the hip towards the ground. Hugging the knee into your chest and breathing. And left hand goes behind you, right elbow goes outside the left knee. Nice gentle back twist, just keeping the back tall, head reaching towards the sky. Good. All right, untangle a bit. Let's take just a few more seconds here. I'm going to start by laying down on my back. Knees are hugged in. I'm going to hug my knees into my chest. And nice little easy circles on the lower back. And I'm going to let the right leg slide out. Left foot is going to go on my right knee. Hands go out to my sides, and I'm going to let my left knee drop towards my right side, looking off to my left. And bring that knee back, pointing upright. Let your left foot slide down. Right leg contracts, right foot comes up, plant on your left knee, twisting to your left, looking to your right. Gentle back stretch. Good. And from here, bring that leg back. I'm going to roll onto my front, sit back into a child's pose, stretching out these shoulders. So my hips are dropping back, my hands, palms are spread, creating frictions that I can stretch the shoulders as my hips drop backwards. And come up to a tabletop position. Right arm is going to go underneath, over to the other side, stretching the shoulder. And bring it back up to tabletop. Left arm goes underneath the right arm, gently dropping that shoulder down to the ground. And back up to tabletop. And I think we're going to call it a day right there. So that was a good 1 hour workout. We didn't cover too much martial artsy, too much Yongmudo. It's just kind of a good general workout, which we need every now and then. Just burn off some energy, burn off some sweat, and finish up with some good stretching. I don't know, it's strange. Like that was 25 minutes of stretching, yet I feel like I could just keep doing it for like another hour. So, hey, if you want to, as soon as we're done here, take a few more minutes, pause the video, go through the stretches again, do some more. Whatever makes you feel good. So thank you very much for joining us. And I don't know, take this feeling throughout the rest of your day. Hopefully you feel good. You've walked away from some of the stress of life and you got a good workout. And we'll be here in a few more days. So we'll see you at the next time. Thank you very much for joining us.